It was an ordinary Friday afternoon at the Berlin Zoo, spring 2009. Families wandered the paths, pointing out elephants, lions, the zoo's biggest celebrity, a young polar bear named Knut, raised by hand after his mother rejected him. But the real horror that day happened a few feet away from Knut's enclosure, where 4 adult polar bears were kept. It was feeding time. Even the zookeepers stayed clear. During feeding time, the bears were unpredictable, alert, hungry. That's when a 2-year-old woman climbed over the enclosure's low stone wall, just 3 feet high. She pushed through a line of hedges, and then she dropped into the water below, into the bears' territory. For a moment, nothing happened. Most of the bears were distracted, eating, but one of them noticed her. It turned. It moved toward her in the water. Visitors who'd come for an afternoon at the zoo found themselves watching something else entirely. A woman in the water, a polar bear closing the distance, and nowhere for her to go. The bear reached her and bit down. Zoo staff scrambled. 6 keepers worked to pull the bear's attention away, throwing objects, shouting, trying anything to break its focus. They threw her a rope, a life ring. At one point, they nearly had her out of the water, and then she slipped back in, and the bear was on her again. Eventually, keepers drove the bear back far enough to pull her out for good. She was rushed to a hospital with serious injuries to her arms, legs, and back. She survived. Police never released an official motive. They cited her for trespassing and little else. The case faded from headlines within weeks. But the question never really went away. Why would anyone climb into a polar bear enclosure? In the years since, some reports have claimed she was struggling unemployed, recently out of a relationship, behind on bills, that she may have gone into that water not by accident, but on purpose. We can't confirm that. No official record bears it out. What we know for certain is simpler and in some ways stranger. A woman climbed a 3-foot wall into one of the most dangerous enclosures at the Berlin Zoo. And she lived to tell about it even if she never told anyone why.